But now this would be our more safer bet, targeting these highs right here, 15 pips. Perfect. So this is where I would place my buy position. Could see price pull back into this level, continue going higher. Now that it shifted in market structure after it broke these highs right here. So I have a buy limit order right here. Still have yet to be tapped in. And we are officially in. With this candle right here. if price were to close above this hourly CB high, I will start to adjust my stop loss, possibly move it to break even just to make it a risk-free trade if it doesn't decide to stop me out here. Looks like price is accumulating orders right here. Still watching to see what it wants to do, so I could manage my trade properly. There we go. Price has retested this hourly CB high. I want to see if it wants to close above it. Which so far it's rejecting. Oh, let me adjust my entry because I didn't enter at the exact price that I wanted to get in at. Like so. So price didn't enter me at this level right here because of spreads, but it did fill me in right here at this level where price is currently consolidating. So now we just play the waiting game. Let's see how it wants to play out. It's retesting the hourly CB high once more. Alright, look at that. Now, if it were to close above this high right here, I want to see it continue to target these equal highs right here, and ultimately these equal highs right here. But we know in the 15-minute time frame that this is the ultimate high that we're aiming for. But since we entered right here, we want to see how price reacts off of this level. So here we go. Price closed above this high, so it could retest this zone, tap back into this fair value gap, this tiny fair value gap, and continue going higher. Stop loss has been adjusted to right below this fair value gap right here, right below the candle of the fair value gap. So we could see price is still drawing towards this buy side liquidity right here for our TP1, and once it hits this level, we'll take partials, move our stop loss to break even, and then let the rest of it run. We could see price is pulling back into this fair value gap right here. How does it want to react from this level? Does it want to respect it and continue going higher? Does it want to run a little bit lower, grab this liquidity and continue going higher, or does it want to continue going lower? It still looks like price is drawing towards these equal highs right here, this buy side resting above here. We have about 18 minutes until 11 a.m., which is the end of our silver bullet trading hours. Meaning we just have to let our entry do its thing, and that could be one of two options. It could either hit our take profit, or it could hit our stop loss. But we wait and see, let price do its thing, let it work its magic. We still have this buy side level resting up here, as well as this buy side level resting up here. And on the higher time frames, we have ultimately this buy side right here that I want to see price take out. Stop loss. But we wait and see, let price do its thing, let it work its magic. We still have this buy side level resting up here, as well as this buy side level resting up here. And on the higher time frames, we have ultimately this buy buy side right here that I want to see price take out. So I noticed there is an echo in this video. I'm not sure why, but I will definitely look into that and get that taken care of, because that's no fun. Echo is no fun. So price looks like it's pulling back a little bit. Let's see what it wants to do. I'm going to measure this fib right here. 50% level right here, resting right inside of this 15-minute inverse fair value gap, which price could tap back into and continue going higher, or it could run through, take out these lows right here, ultimately these lows right here, for the daily BISI high. But we wait and see patiently what price wants to do. It did run through this fair value gap, and if it runs above it again, closes above it, this becomes a 1 minute inverse fair value gap. But always remember that in order for price to move higher, it has to move lower, and vice versa. In order for price to move lower, it has to move higher. But we're going to stick with our trade for now and see what it wants to do. So 15 pips right above here, but we're going to ultimately aim for 20 pips on the euro dollar. Let's see what the dollar is doing. Okay, so the dollar swept buy side liquidity right here. Now it's moving lower, targeting sell side liquidity. It wicked around this area, but it hasn't broken it, so it could ultimately break these lows, and euro dollar would like to do the opposite. So if we were looking at euro dollar, this is exactly what euro dollar looks like. This is still the dollar index, but inverted. So this is the high. If I put it back to normal view, this is how it looks like normally. But if I were to flip it and compare that to the euro dollar, this is exactly what the euro dollar looks like, and it looks like it's targeting these highs up here, or in this case for the dollar index, these lows. So if we were to flip it back to normal, it's these lows right here that price is targeting. Ultimately, there is a fair value gap right here on the 15-minute time frame that price could draw back into. And this 15-minute fair value gap rests inside of this hourly bullish order block right here. So going back on the euro dollar right here, it's the same thing we just saw for Dixie, just inverted. Price is targeting these highs right here, and ultimately this buy side right here. So I'm still confident that price is going to do what it's doing. So right here we see that price hit our TP1, and this is where I'm going to take partials of my trade. And then move my stop loss to break even, making this a risk-free trade. So I moved my stop loss 1 pip above our entry point. We have taken partials. Now we're gonna let the rest of it run, and I would like to see this buy side area get taken out. So this is exactly where I'm gonna let my runners go to. So I'm gonna move that on my MetaTrader account up to these highs. right here. And let price do its magic. So we are currently in a risk-free trade. TP1 has been hit. So now, let me just change it to broken line. TP1 has been hit. We're still waiting for these relatively equal highs to get taken out. But ultimately, we are resting in a risk-free trade. We have taken partials right here. I've took 50% off my position for about 13 pips, something around that range. And now I'm just going to let the rest of it do its magic. We are about 10 minutes away from silver bullet closing hours. No more trades. I'm just going to let this one do its thing. It's a risk-free trade, but I'm going to keep it right here on TradingView just to show my initial entry. But now we just wait and see what price wants to do. We do have an imbalance right here for this candle and this candle, which price could rebalance, continue going higher on the 1 minute time frame. We also have a 5-minute bullish order block right here, which price could tap into. That's how it looks like on the 1 minute time frame. Price could tap back into this level, ultimately tapping into this fair value gap right here. Whoops. Let me move this out of the way just to make it a little bit cleaner. This originally right here would be our best entry, but because of spreads, I wasn't tapped in, so I entered right here when I had the chance before it was too late. And now I could see price tap back into this level for the 5-minute bullish order block, which also has a 1 minute bullish order block resting right below it. Price could tap back into this level, continue going higher. So if you miss the trade, this could be another potential trade entry for you, targeting the same highs. But I'm not going to get into this trade. I'm already inside of this one. I don't want to scale into it today because the first trade that we took for today was a loss. We took a short somewhere around this area, which was a loss. And then price decided to shift in market structure, displace higher, targeting these highs, and ultimately it should target these highs resting above here as well. So now we just wait and see what price is going to do. This is where I like to close my charts. Since I'm in a risk-free trade, I don't care what happens now. If my stop loss was a hit, I'm not worried. I'm not losing any money. I've already secured some profits, and I would just go on about my day and do something else.